All right, so this is a progress report. What I noticed on your page, on your stand store, the first thing we need to do is double that funding to 250. Okay, we also need to add an ebook. I sent you a cover um in the WhatsApp. Everything gonna be in your WhatsApp. That way you can just send it to the VAs and they can do what you want them to do. You want to have your credit at 500, credit repair, funding at 250, ebook at $40. Okay, this way if they go through there and get something, each sale will be for 790. Okay. Um, the ebook gonna be Chat GPT. I already sent that to your Telegram. I make sure I do it again. Your funnel, you need a funnel because like you were saying, everybody be like, "Can I share your link? Can I share your link?" So your link is just products. It don't have an explanation. That's why you need a virtual sales letter, okay? And that's what a VSL is, a virtual sales letter link. And so you need to shoot your top of funnel in your virtual sales letter, which is when they click the link, it's going to take them to a page with a headline on what you do. And it's going to have a video where you basically 2 to 5 minutes break down and explain to them what you do, answering um, hook, promise, delivery in that funnel. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna break it up. The funnel gonna get longer as you break up in detail what you do, so they can go from watching the funnel to just paying without talking to you. Okay. Um, we got your one client. So you want to social proof your page with that one client, starting with interviews. You want to social proof it with receipts of what you done and social proof it with transformation. Okay, that transformation gonna make you an authority. The interviews and from the interviews you can do reviews, and the reviews can come from text, voice, or video. And also reviews can be in the transformation need to be a screenshot of before and after because it's about the dates and the verbiage that you screenshot. So remember that. Also on your page, you want to be more intentional. No videos like when you throwing the cards down or you kind of fall away. That's cool. But you want to be intentional, like you want them to be close to you so they can see you close. And also you want them to be able to see what you're doing, okay? It's not random, it's intentional. So on the next page, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth. Oh, okay. All right, so right here, got your 30-day frameworks, branding authority, CLS. You're gonna have credibility, likeness, status, and power, and know, like, trust, which is all a synonym, but it's different ways that you do it. Okay, so you're gonna have your story post. 10. It's gonna basically be your story in 10 slides. If you look at Eric Crutchfield, he got it on there. A lot of big names got their story because it helps people show your transformation, makes them become fans, makes them get to know you, and they can relate and it resonates with your avatar. So you definitely need this story post. I put that on the a lot of things I'm talking about. I put on a document in your WhatsApp. You need talking head videos doing manifestations in the morning, positive affirmations, and little captions. You know what I'm saying? I mind my business and I know what I want. If people stick to that, the world will be a better place. You feel me? And it's just captions like that make people relate to you and resonate. Know your avatar, okay? Credit, funding, and builders. The credit is single parents, people who want cars, couples, and home buyers. The funding is business owners, the builders, or developers, okay? So you want to make sure your posts have transitions and transition from when you went from Oregon to Florida to Texas. You need to show that because there's a lot of people moving to Texas from different places, and they will listen to somebody who's also not from here versus somebody who is already from here because there's something in common. You want to show you're moving. You want to show your losses and your wins. A lot of people don't show their losses enough. People need to resonate with you. I can't say that enough. Is who you They need so basically building a personal brand is who you are and who you're trying to reach. Okay, you gotta always know that. Um, Authority posts. This is basically what sets you apart from just somebody posting content unintentional. You're gonna show your credit card, show your limits, show your houses you're doing, show receipts from credit to the remarks of people you're working with, show you teaching the class when you can. Okay, show you working with general contractors. Like on your Instagram, you got a video talking to the architect. You should have had the nigga name there. You should have had the nigga introduce himself, how long he been doing what he been doing, and what he doing for you. Because you deal with people who got an authority, because you're an authority. Just having a Mexican man there is not enough. But it's cool because you're learning. You want to have working with the contractors, making your logos for Major Motion, your book, all that. You want to show this because it shows you're doing something elevated to get to a certain level. Do Q&As. You want to do hire. You want to show you hiring, like that video I did, that big alley oop with the VAs. And you want to show your Telegram conversations, okay? All right. So the next thing you want to do is credibility, likeness, status, and power, and know, like, trust. So to build credibility, likeness, and status, and power, and know, like, trust, you want to show behind the scenes of you doing credit, funding, and building homes. That lets people know you, they get to like you, and they trust you when they see behind the scenes. You also want to make posts about why most people fail doing credit, doing funding, doing homes, because they constantly getting to know you, like what you say, and they trust you. You want to make posts about 3 phases my clients go through: clean, build, and leverage. Because now they knowing your operations, how your process works. If a new client is just like trying to separate you from someone else, they need to know, hey, when you come in here, it's this process. Boom, boom, boom. It's not what you used to. You want to also make personal posts. I wasn't always here. And you do a recap. You know what I'm saying? May make it motivational, may make it emotional, but it's going to help people build a rapport with you. Know, like, trust. Why I don't work with anybody. This is where you separate yourself offering a top tier premium service and not you bottom feeders. No. Okay. Real conversations with the client. Definitely want to show that. Say what you can and can't do. Okay. What we can do is deliver results. What we can't do is be monitoring you while you add new inquiries on there. What we can't do is give you updates every day because they come every 30 days. So you want to make a video about that so they know what to expect. Also, you want to say how fast results can happen. Give them a breakdown of 30 days, okay? Tell them what it looked like. So right here, you want to go from 5 to 10 to 15 to 17 posts a day story. And from one talking head to a carousel and proof. When you get to 10, you want to do 2 posts a day. When you get to 15 to 17, 3 posts a day. Okay? And so this is the biggest thing. Compound results, okay? And always log follow-ups. You're going to meet people all day, every day. Make a note. Oh, they said they want to do a couple. They want to come on later, because I guarantee you, everybody who needs it is going to get it. You're just going to be offset and locking them in because you're not following up with them. So always write their name down, follow up with them. Okay, the compound results work like this. If you're doing 400 a person, because it's probably 500, but if you give everybody a discount, right? And you do 1 to 2 people daily, that's 14 people a week, that's 5,600 a week, okay? If you do 1 to 2 people every day, which is really easy when you have payment plans, when you have discounts, when you have specials and couples and shit. Because everybody you around, remember, they got a career going. They're not like living check to check and like shit. They coming to school at TGB. They up in there. They got enough money for $400. So if you do 2 people a day, 14 people a week, that's $5,600. Okay. What's going to also increase this number to 2 people a day is when they get your link, sharing it. That VSL is going to walk them right down the buying. So you want to get that $5,600 a week, because that's $22,000 a month, $22,400. So you want to compound these results, because if you get 14 people a week, That means every month you're gonna have 14 reviews to do every week, 14 testimonials, proofs, and receipts. That's what you want. And so also it compounds into 1 to 2 people, new referrals off the 14 a week. That's a big deal, okay? Um, and remember, when you get a new person, they can either get the book, they can get the course, and I can't see what else I put. But this applies to you, so I send it to you in Dropbox. Hit me if you got any questions.